my goal for today, to hike out and see my friend, the big leaning tree. Absolutely amazes me with all the storm damage up and down this shoreline. The big leaning tree has made it this long. That's a testament of strength right there. Have good roots, dig down deep, and hang on no matter what. I made it. That was my goal for this trip. To give a hug to the big leaning tree. Woo-hoo! Glad you made it, buddy. Wow. Peace is what we need. Violet tall. Peace is what our families need in order to Okay, when I was over at campsite number 37, I was talking about the ancient sand dune that's right behind it. Same as right here, and you can see it goes way up there. Just like in any forest, if you take the time to look around, the shroom is not alone. Several different varieties here. Little shroom growing here in mid-October. Huh. Pretty cool. Yep. This one's pretty interesting. Now this one's interesting too. Didn't realize I was going to shroom classroom. I don't know why this one reminded me of Mesa Verde in Colorado. Cliff dweller. so that was a very interesting week to be here at 12 Mile Beach, Picture Rocks National Lakeshore. Look at my camera lens there for a minute. It looked like it was dented. But here's what's happening right now. So when I first got here, had some major storms come through, gale force winds, one after the other for like 2 days straight. Then it kind of got into a transitional period yesterday. Some sun, some rain. But what's happening now is the winds are shifted now. The lake's getting calm. And now a southerly front is starting to move in. You see these clouds moving in right here? That's coming in from the south, southwest. So that'll be interesting to see what kind of change that'll bring. But I'm leaving tomorrow morning, so as far as my stay goes, it's not going to affect me. Hopefully it'll be a good weekend for all the people that are coming in this weekend for the very last weekend of the camping season 2023. There's the leading edge of it coming in. Yeah, I'd say the old woodpecker is looking for some food. Yeah, I start following this little trail here that kind of runs right along the campground, but then the campground ended probably 50 yards from here, and I started following it down a little bit, and the trail started getting pretty small and kind of started closing in on me. So I thought, you know what, this would be a good time to turn around, especially because I don't have any blaze orange on, just to be safe. I can't imagine a hunter being this close, but then again, I don't know. I'm not gonna play those odds. Don't need to play those odds. This is a pretty trail right here. I've never actually walked along this trail before. It's pretty cool. All right, we got a couple hours before sunset. Got a lot of things going on. A lot of light changes a lot of things in photography. You know, when you go out and you photograph things, light will change so fast that if you see something, you got to grab it. Bam! If not, light changes, gone. So I'm kind of curious. You ever traveled like this? Went to wilderness places and kind of hung out for a week or so? It's a lot of fun. It's a big adventure, no doubt. Big adventure. And for some reason, if you can't find anybody to go, think about going yourself. Make it a solo trip. You might be surprised how well you get along with yourself. this is something that ship captains keep an eye on. Strange bank starting to form way out there on the horizon. I don't know if that's a fog bank or what that is. Kind of strange. Could be spelling trouble. I think the sky looks like a giant sea monster with his eyeball blaring, looking at Lake Superior thinking, that's my home. When you come to places like this, you can sit here at the end of the trip, your mind is cleared, and you can come up with a plan. And write it in the sand. Blank slate. Do things right. All right, there's my future plan. If you can read it, you will understand. And here's all your spooky clouds, your ghosts. Ooh, scary. Now there's a limb that doesn't know where to go, how to grow. It's just going. It is Friday morning. I'm getting all packed up here. Got my clothes changed. Montana's organized pretty nice. It's time to hit the road. Gonna get me one of them super coffees, break it out. It is time to hit the road and head south, my friend. Go across the mighty Mac, down through Michigan, into Indiana. But even when we get to Indiana, we go all the way to the southern part. The southern tip is where I call home, and home is where I want to go. It's a little song for you first thing in the morning. Get my boots all strapped up. Boy, what a wonderful trip. Being no moon and just totally black up here. I mean, unbelievably how black it is. And my concern would be to run into a bear. You know, I imagine the bears are out walking around, at night. I would imagine the cougars and wolves and things like that are too. So, I don't know. Sometimes you got to think about that. How much is a shot worth? But out here, there's not a lot of people out here. I bet you there's 25 campers. No, there's not that many. I bet you right now there's probably a dozen campers out here. It kind of surprises me. Oh, got a little bird right here. Let me get him real quick. Little woodpecker. Looking for breakfast this morning, no doubt. It got cold last night. You can see my lens and the windows on the Montana are just a little bit steamed up. Filmed the woodpecker right here, and then I got to thinking, I started to put my camera up. I thought, well, I ought to finish my thought there. There's not very many campers here in the campground at all. There's a little bit of a risk walking around in the woods at night, especially when it's that black full moon. At least you can kind of see, You know I've got several spotlights I could take with me, or several flashlights I could take with me and kind of see around, but I don't know. I have to rethink that. That's always nice when you have somebody else with you. You know, you have somebody else, you have 4 sets of eyes, somebody looking around while you're concentrating on your photography. Because when I get into photography and I start photographing something out there, I forget what's going on around me whatsoever. And plus, if you have somebody else with you, all you gotta do is run faster than them and you're safe. Hey, 12 Mile Beach, Lake Superior, picture Rocks National Lakeshore. I will see you next year. Same place, same time. Adios. Haven't seen a lot of bikes up here, but it's been awful cold. Seasonal road. Gotta pay attention to the sign. I'm seeing a lot of low-level clouds right now, and I think it's because we're getting closer to Lake Michigan. And a lot of times, Lake Michigan will just steam like crazy. That might be what that is. Traveling south toward Lake Michigan on M77. Just come to the small community of Seney. Now right there, I could have turned left on M28, headed to Newberry and beyond. But instead, that's the way I came up. But what I noticed is when that highway hits Interstate 75, there was a major, at least a 5-mile backup trying to get across the Mackinac Bridge. You have some lanes shut down right there, and it was a mess. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go on down M77 to Highway 2, then head east. And it looked like to me like even if that traffic jam's there, you can kind of merge into it, or a lot closer to the Mackinac Bridge than if you come from Sault Ste. Marie and hit that mess. The advantage is today is Friday. Most people are going to be coming into the UP rather than coming out of the UP. Sunday, the exact opposite. And that's when I came in on Sunday. Everybody is leaving the UP, going back into Lower Michigan. So this is the little community of Germfast right here. Germfast, Michigan, up in the UP. I truly feel sad about this. COVID came and just, it's my understanding, it just ravished the UP. Just so many people died from it, and it was just so sad. Shop. Oh, do you? Okay, I'll check that out. Yeah. Thank you. She says she's going to build her a new building here, and they're going to try to get it up by winter. Got to say, This is one of the best apples I've ever eaten in my entire life. I don't know, she had a big variety of them there. I don't know what this was, but man. That is just absolutely delicious. If you go to Germ Fast, be sure and stop at the farmer's market. Wow. Very, very good. Lake Superior's sister, Lake Michigan. Beautiful. $4 bills. Thank you. The logging business seems to be alive and well in northern Michigan. A lot of hardwoods, maples, softwoods. Beautiful stretch of interstate, northern Michigan. 75. This is pretty interesting. Michigan is really clear cutting all their medians in the interstate. They're selling wood, I would imagine. All right, made it to Linden, Michigan. Gonna stop in here and see my daughter and her husband and all the little kiddos. So let's go in here and visit with them. It's gonna be a short trip, but I thought, hey, I'm coming back through. I want to swing this way and say hello, everybody. That's the mighty Mac Bridge right there. 5 miles across.